Like, is this how it ends? This is crazy. In my drunk mind, I'm really thinking, is this really how I go?
Did you know that she was hit by a train?
Oh, Jesus.
It doesn't surprise me that I didn't know.
Would you guys believe me if I told you I never even tried a master's program? Never.
Yes.
I just knew innately that it wasn't for me before I even started. So, we went ahead and skipped that
No,
part.
I don't believe any of that. I don't believe you at all. So you got hit by a train. Can you go over this? Like, this story was compelling.
Compelling. You mean ridiculous?
Is this before or after the 2 DUIs? This is before, right? You're much younger.
This is before.
Okay.
Yeah. This is before I moved to Sacramento because this was in Galt.
Yeah.
We would play on the train tracks. I mean, long story, semi-long, but also kind of short. Like, as the story goes, I was at a guy's house that I was kind of seeing at the time, and I kind of wanted to impress him. I wanted to be like very cutting edge, and I was trying to drink. I don't know if I still don't know to this day if it's like a 40 pack or like a 32. Like, I forget what the packs come in, but I was like, okay, I'm going to be this badass and I'm going to drink this like whole pack of beer. And we were drunk, and he stayed right across the street from railroad tracks. I mean, sorry guys, I was white trash growing up, and or half Mexican, half white trash growing up. And so we were across the street on the railroad tracks, as one who lives in Galt does. And I don't know what we were doing. We were just sticking around. And a train started coming, and everybody ran away from the train. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be wild and crazy and just be drunk near the train. I don't know if I like wanted to touch it or whatever, but I was just kind of trying to be a daredevil. And anyways, the train, I can see it, the train is seeming like it's coming slow. You can see the lights, you can see everything. And then by the time it starts getting closer and closer and closer, I'm like, oh fuck, it's going so fast. And I start to feel myself getting sucked in. Because when the train is going that fast, you probably know like the velocity and all that, you get sucked.
I mean, I know it's displacing air, but I don't know how it maybe sucks you down. I don't know how that
would work. You'll start to get sucked in. So right as I can see it getting closer, and I'm realizing, whoa, this train is going so fucking fast. And I'm starting to kind of move back, because at this moment I'm realizing, well, this is not good, this is not good, this is not good. And I feel myself getting sucked in, and I'm just like, fuck, is this how it ends? This is crazy. In my drunk mind, I'm really thinking, is this really how I go? And I'm trying to move and I can't. I'm getting sucked toward it, and it comes up. It's so fast at this point. It comes up and it whirls by, and there's something sticking out of the train that as I'm getting sucked in, I don't know if it was like a step or just a stick, something that they had forgot to take all the way in, and it flings me into a ditch. And the train,
where did it hit you?
This is so crazy, on my shoulder.
On the back?
It dislocated my shoulder, like just right here.
Did it hit you in the front or the back?
I was walking, like getting sucked towards it to the front, so it would have been like right here.
Oh, it just hit you straight on the humerus right here.
Yeah, or like right here, I guess, because it was coming this way, so it would have been right here, and it just flung me back.
And you said dislocated your arm?
Dislocated my arm, but I'm drunk, so I don't give a fuck at this point. And and it's so crazy, because the train conductor felt a shift in the wind, and called, like, the railroad police got called out, everything. I ran back inside to the house. Again, I don't know if it was like a super short train or if it was on the side next to the house, but I end up running back into the house, going like this, like holding my arm. I run and I'm like, ah. I go hide in a closet. I don't know. To this day, I'm like, they'll never find me in here. And a railroad police officer, they're real guys, they're fucking real, goes knocking door to door and asks, is everyone in the house accounted for? Because there's been an accident. And so everyone's like, yeah, no problem. I'm drunk. They just like pop my arm back in, whatever. Like, that's why drunk people survive car accidents, because you're just like super malleable. And it was like a story in the paper that they couldn't find the body. They had to shut like the whole part of Southern Pacific down.
You found the body now, Galt.
Crazy. It's so fucked. I hope like I don't get in trouble for
You probably, I'm sure, I guarantee you the statute of limitations is done, but I would go back and find that article. I think that'd be interesting.
I should. That wouldn't be, yeah. I got the Bali article too.
Which one?
Where we got deported from Bali.
Okay, which one was that? That was with was that with PC?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did you know this story?
Yeah.
Okay, you do that. To you, because I've heard Joel tell the story. What is your version of this?
It's probably very different than his.
Okay, so what happened? Did it include urinating into luggage?
I'm sorry, no.
You didn't know about that story? I'll tell you off camera. I don't want to defame anybody. So,
Who was urinating?
A friend of ours apparently urinated in Joel Alvarez's luggage.
Well, can you blame them?
I was going to say,
On any given
Joel,
day,
you know,
he might have deserved it.
If that's the worst thing that's happened to you, Joel, it's a good one.
It's not the worst thing, but hey, it's a thing. Just curious. So what happened in Bali? You guys, they took your passports, right?
Yeah.
They kept you there for a while?
They stormed in a bunch of unmarked or ununiformed policemen.
Yeah.
People should know, too, if you're ever in a foreign country and they ask you for your passport, you do not legally have to give it to them. Like, it is the property of the United States.
Yes.
You don't have to hand it over. They can take a picture. You know, now a lot of police men and women are carrying phones still. You can take a picture. They can take a picture. You do not have to legally hand it over. Learn it from me.
One more thing. If you guys are in Las Vegas, I'm going to get in trouble for saying this.
Oh, no.
But if somebody, let's just say there's a scuffle or whatever, the casino will generally 86 all of you, and they won't even ask any questions. When security asks you for your ID, you do not have to give it to them, and they cannot keep you there.
Yeah.
You put your head down. If you have a hat on, you pull it down. You say you lost your ID, and you walk to the street. You do not walk to your car.
Wow.
You walk right out to the street, and you walk down. And the reason why I'm saying this is because over half the time when I see these fights, it's some guy who gets shoved in the back and then he's getting 86 out of the club.
Right.
And I'm like, no. They don't get that right. So that's what I tell my guys this all the time. I have a bunch of friends who've been 86 from clubs for 6 months and they don't understand why and how do I get this fixed. And I was telling them, never give them your ID. You're correct. Also, nobody can keep you anywhere. Do you guys realize that? That's a they can't.
In
now,
Bali,
police,
they can't.
Right, correct. In the United States, they cannot keep you anywhere. Like,
We
for
have
instance,
a lot of rights
like if Travis
here.
tried to keep us from leaving this room, that's a federal offense. It's kidnapping. So like
Got it.
that's the thing. A lot of people don't recognize this. And then you'll see often when police will be questioning someone, they make you think that you have to stay there while you're questioning you, but they haven't read you your rights. So you can leave. You can just literally walk out. They can't even touch you. But people don't understand their rights. They don't understand how that works. So that's interesting you say that because we travel a lot, do these photo shoots, and like I just don't fuck with these police, bro. I love the United States. This is one thing. Like I like Andrew Tate, but I completely disagree with him on this. This is the greatest country in the world.
Agreed.
And the reason why
he went to jail is because he wasn't in the United States.
Because they kept him without charging him for months, and you have 72 hours to charge someone in the United States of America. And if I own something, if I have $100 million of stock and I kill 100 people, do you know what the government can do with my money? Nothing. They cannot touch my money. In the United States of America, my property is protected. That's the reason why I love it here. Like, I'm sorry. I know I pay a little bit more in taxes than if I lived in fucking Puerto Rico, Panama, or the UAE. I get it. But like the trade-off is, I live in a country that, doesn't have free healthcare because we have F-22s and B-2 bombers. That's the reason why. We have a nuclear arsenal.